So today we're going to try to hit the hidden cave tour. This is about 100 yards in front of me. To give you an idea how severe the terrain is out here at Lost Cave. And to give you a reference of where we're at, out in that distance, what I was trying to show earlier, hopefully I can pan it in this time, is the naval station. And of course, right in front of that is Highway 50 that goes across the state of Nevada. But what I'm hoping to do is get up there on top of all that. Not sure I've been up there on the top of it. I know I've skirted it before. But today we're going to try to get up there on top and crawl around those boulders a little bit. Okay, so that we've kind of come off the level ground a little bit. We're up into this little mountain range by Lost Cave, and we found it's not a cave, but just a ate out area of the big rocks that are out here. And you look at stuff like this, and for me, I at least think about untreated or unsmooth concrete. When it actually dries, that's what concrete looks like. That hasn't been smoothed out to make like slabs or sidewalks and whatnot. So it's just a natural type of rock that we have here in Fallon. And that's how close we are to the actual ridge top of this little hill here. So we're going to go play on top of that one, I think. And then to give you a reference of how that ridge line goes through there, we have this ahead of us too. And that interesting little rock right there looks like something I'd like to go stand next to. And then go across the street and possibly play on that rock right there too. So we'll see how our day progresses. And then after a little bit of effort, we came to another little cavern, a little bit deeper into the rock, as you can see back there, but still not a cave. And it does take a little bit of effort to get up here, as you can see. That's where we were at the last cavern, and it took me about 5 minutes to negotiate those boulders and get up here. And give you a reference of how high we are now. Here's where we started. Across the street is the big rock, and then over there is the smaller, more cut out rock. And of course there's the hilltop on the other side there. And we have another one conquered. This is at the top of the hill next to Hidden Cave. In the perspective, there's the big one. You got to come across, and there's the little one. You can only see its head right there. And then it looks like that peak where the little one protrudes from is maybe a little bit taller than where we're at right now. And I don't see a path. There's probably a canyon that slips between us, that one and that one. So I don't know if I'm going to get across there today. But if we go this way, let me get my balance here. If we go this way, you can see Grimes Point right there. And of course, across the way is the naval base. And then I've been to the top of that one, and there seems like a fairly clean path to it. But the one I really wanted to get to was through that canyon, and then on top of there, that one there is where Search and Rescue does some training. At least they have a beacon up there. I don't know if you can see the beacon or not, but lots of little canyons through here. Lots to explore, that's for sure. We got the small ones, and then right behind them are the big ones. I believe those are still water back there. But got a good hike in this morning. Come on, focus. And now we gotta kind of pan around and see how jagged these cliffs are and find a way back down. Sitting here having a little Pop-Tart and getting some hydration done. This was well worth the climb up here just to see this beauty of the surrounding here. So I figured I'd take one more shot of it. Can't beat that. Sierra Nevada's in the background back there. Then Grimes Point and all that. Yeah, of course, you have to see the sheer cliffs that we're on here. It's like pointing at a 80% down angle, and I hope I'm able to catch how far that drops off right there. I gotta be careful with my balance here. But then you got that canyon right there. It's a pretty big one. I might spend a day down there here in the near future. And another perspective after hiking about another 200 yards down the path. Sorry about the sun. And I wanted to get this rough ridge crest here, and then that mountaintop, and then pan down into this little valley here, which of course leads us back to the base. Pretty good perspective of the base from here, I think. And to give you an idea where we're at, that's Grimes Point right there. Still haven't found a way off here. Might have to come back down that way I came up, and that'll be kind of ticklish. Okay, I'll check back in a couple minutes. So we're back on the main trail, making our way down. And I just thought I'd take a shot at where we were. That's the little peak that we were standing on right there. And we were looking across at this hill over here. Sorry, it's jiggery, guys. I'm kind of off balanced here. What I also wanted to show you was that little structure right there, which is in fact Hidden Cave. And then if you pan out this way just a little bit, you see that hole right there, which is another one of those divots. Oh, mercy. Get my pole here. And then to give you a reference, there's the little rock, and then across the street the big rock. And then of course the valley. And it's kind of hazy back there in the back because earlier I saw a fire going on back there. And I don't know if it translates, but the dark cloud is the smoke. You know, somebody might have been just burning brush back there. Okay, see at the bottom. Yeah, we made it off the top. And it's kind of putting the gear away and all that. There was only one piece of trash I picked up on the trail. I thought I'd take a little bit of time to hopefully some of the people that maintain this trail will see it, but I really appreciate them taking care of this one. It looks like somebody has done a real good job at keeping the paths marked correctly and keeping the trash out. This one is a little bit challenging if you go up the cliff zone to try to see some of those caverns and stuff up in there. And I'm hoping sometime to get out there to the Hidden Cave and take some footage there. So we can actually, I've never been in there, I want to see it myself, so I figured I'd make a video on that one someday. But as usual, I get up in these things and start thinking I'm going to do a lot more than I do. That was a challenge. Not sure how long it would have taken me to come back down that cliff I climbed up, but I'm sure I'll find out one of these days. So hopefully the next time I'm out here we'll go out to the little one and we'll take that trail right there to it. I think that'll be the best way. That way we go by that interesting looking rock and then eventually get up there. And one of these days we may start there and get back over here on that one and then end up over at Grimes Point and then come back that way. There's plenty of adventure up in these mountains. Another thing I probably wanted to show you was this little area here. Kind of explains the Indian stuff. And I hope this translates a little bit. I can see a lot of reflection here, but that gives you an idea how the trails cut into the land there. And some of the rules. So we'll just wrap this one up and try to get it unloaded onto the YouTube and try to map out what we're going to do next with this.